Luna escapes. On today's The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie and Bill focus on the future on The Bold and the Beautiful. Bill and Liam are at Spencer Publications talking about Luna. Bill thinks anything he does now is too little too late to make up for releasing Luna back into the world. Liam brings up the Katie of it all and notes all the changes his father has made. Bill says almost losing his son changed his perspective. He says there is no more bulldozing and pushing people around. Bill only wants to be a good partner to Katie. The Logan sisters are hanging at Brooks discussing Katie's reconnection with Bill. They discuss the situation with Luna and how she's felt support from Bill. She only hopes Elektra and her son can find some peace at their beach house. Donna and Brooke are surprised the young couple are living together in the place where Luna wreaked havoc. Katie says the place has been sanitized and she hopes Luna is out of their lives forever. Previous The Bold and the Beautiful BNB recap. Luna worries Elektra is stealing her life. Will Luna wreck Will and Elektra's peaceful place? Elektra and Will are lounging on the porch. Will knows how lucky he is and Elektra is so happy he is finally relaxing. He knows it's time for them to chill and pray for no more surprises. Luna grabs the corrections officer and says she has laundry for her. She tries to pass it through the bars but it's too much and asks to open the cell door. For some reason, the corrections officer does just that. What did you think of today's episode? Sound off in the comments and watch the video clip below. Keep checking back for the latest The Bold and the Beautiful recaps. This story was originally reported by Daytime Confidential on November 15, 2025, where it first appeared in the Bold and the Beautiful section. Add Daytime Confidential as a preferred source by clicking here. Luna escapes. No one knew exactly when Luna figured out the world was bigger than the fences that surrounded her life. Some say she sensed it in the wind long before she made her move. Others believe she simply got tired of being told no. But what is certain, now retold in whispered excitement and wide-eyed disbelief, is that Luna's escape changed everything. Luna was never the sort to sit still. Born with a restless spark in her chest, she was the kind of girl who noticed the things others missed. Cracks in walls, keys left in doors, holes in stories adults assumed she wouldn't question. She lived in Aurora Home, a sprawling stone orphanage on the hill, a place equal parts refuge and cage. Its windows were tall but barred, its gardens symmetrical but overtended, and its rules stitched into every minute of the day. Though the caretakers meant well, Luna always felt the halls breathing around her, quietly, watchfully, almost possessively. Every night she would lie awake, watching the moon pour silver over her blanket, dreaming of forests, flying ships, or cities that glowed like constellations. She made maps of places she'd never seen. She scribbled improbable plans between the margins of homework assignments. And most importantly, she waited. The night everything changed began like all others. The bells chimed 9 times, the corridors dimmed, and the children whispered to one another before drifting into sleep. But for Luna, the air felt different, charged, expectant. The wardens forgot to lock the attic door that evening, a rare slip in their clockwork routine. And Luna, who always noticed what others forgot, felt the opportunity tug at her sleeve. She moved silently, careful not to wake the younger children curled beside her. Through the hallway, up creaking steps, past portraits of founders who seemed to frown at her rebellion. The attic was cluttered, dust heavy in the air, moonlight slicing across boxes and abandoned trunks. But at the far end stood the old window, warped, reluctant, but not barred. Luna pried it open. The cold air slapped her cheeks, smelling of pine, night earth, and freedom. Below lay the slope of the hill, dark and steep, and far in the distance, the shimmer of Everwind Forest like a sleeping giant. Behind her, rules, confinement, predictability. Ahead, a story waiting to begin. She didn't hesitate. The roof tiles trembled beneath her feet as she climbed out. Luna slid down the shingles, heart thundering, hands burning as she caught the gutter pipe. She let herself drop into the overgrown hedges, the world swallowing her in a rustle of leaves. For a moment she lay still, dizzy with the fact that she had actually done it. Then she ran. Her footsteps seemed too loud for night, but the thrill drowned the fear. She darted past the gate, the broken latch she had spotted weeks ago now gifting her an exit. She sprinted down the hill with wind tangling her hair, laughter bubbling up uncontrollably. The town's lanterns flickered like distant fireflies, but the forest's silhouette drew her like a magnet. Everwind Forest was said to be alive. Children told daring stories of creatures that whispered your name, of trees that shifted when you weren't looking. The wardens always warned them never to go there. Naturally, Luna had always been obsessed with it. She reached the tree line before realizing she was no longer alone. A faint glow, soft blue, pulsing like a heartbeat, floated behind a thick cluster of birches. Luna stepped closer, hesitant but entranced. The shape drifted forward, revealing a creature no bigger than her palm, with delicate wings like fractured glass and eyes that shimmered like stardust. A Phaelite, a mythical being she'd only heard about in bedtime tales. "Are you lost too?" Luna whispered. The tiny creature circled her head once, leaving a trail of glittering light. Then it darted deeper into the forest, pausing every few seconds as if urging her to follow. And so she did. The forest shifted around her in 1,000 subtle ways. The rustle of leaves that felt almost conversational, the glow of mushrooms lining the path, the soft hum beneath her feet like the ground itself was breathing. She wasn't sure how long she walked, guided by her luminous companion, until she reached a clearing where moonlight fell like a spotlight. In the center stood an ancient tree, massive and hollow, its roots spiraling like frozen rivers. A door of woven vines hung half open. The Phaelite slipped inside. Moments later Luna heard voices, muffled, hurried, unfamiliar. She strained closer to listen, her heartbeat loud enough to drown them out. The world seemed to pause. Then the door swung open. Out stepped 3 figures cloaked in midnight blue. Their faces were hidden, but their startled posture made one thing clear. They hadn't expected a child. Luna tried to run. A hand caught her wrist, but not roughly. The tallest figure knelt, lowering their hood. A woman's face, pale and sharp, eyes like sapphires. "You shouldn't be here," she said, but not unkindly. "This place is dangerous, even for us." "I'm not afraid," Luna said. And it was true. Somehow, standing here in the bowels of the forest before strangers with secrets stitched into their robes, she felt more right than she ever had inside Aurora home. The woman's expression flickered, surprise, then something close to respect. "You followed the Phaelite," she said. "It never guides without reason."